Hi guys! So it's almost a given that at least at some point in their career, some cosplay crews wind up doing a hair product review or hair product tutorial. So we're going to be getting a new 2D wig soon, and since I was going to be doing a styling tutorial on that, I thought I'd show you guys just some of the products that we use when we style our own wigs at Uptown Amateurs or Downtown Amateurs. Whichever. Okay, so I actually have like a huge bin, if you could see, like my random array of hair products. And yes, these have all been used in our wigs, and a majority of these have actually been used in the 2D wig that we had such a hard time with finally getting a new one. More wig tutorials are going to be coming up soon, believe me. So let's get started with, I guess, the cheaper of the products, which is actually... it's this Gorilla Snot hair gel, punk, and I think my stepmom got it at Walmart, if not Sally's. It is a little harder to find, but it is a good product. I would almost compare it to Gotta Be Glued, which is actually two products are in this bin are Gotta Be Glued. It works really well, however, it almost works too well, where it does coat your hands and it does get kind of sticky after a while, and you do have to wash your hands quite a bit. It does leave a weird residue, but once it dries on the wigs, it turns out phenomenal and it will hold pretty well. So that is Gorilla Snot, or Moco de Gorilla, translates to Gorilla Snot. It is a Mexican-made product, so it is a bit harder to find, but it does work well. And half the directions are in Spanish. That's my other warning for you guys. Alright, so the next cheapest one we have in here is Studio 35 water-resistant spiking glue. And it was $1.37. My stepmom did get this at Walmart. And I have to thank my stepmom for giving me all my random products that I can't find, and they turn out awesome. This one, it also says compared to Gotta Be Glued. We used this for a Murdoch wig that you guys never saw. Wink. It does work okay. I do like it. It is water resistant, and I'm probably going to wind up using this one for the 2D wig because it does have a good hold. I used this in my own hair. It doesn't get real sticky, and so it doesn't hold quite as well. But if you're doing like a temporary hold for a con that you might be at for the day, this is definitely something to have with you. Alright. I think the third cheapest, or maybe this should have been the second cheapest and I just got distracted, is LA Looks Absolute Styling. And you can pretty much find LA Looks anywhere. It's pretty much the most cheap brand of gel you are going to find. It is really slick, and it's not like Gotta Be Glued or like Gorilla Snot where it's like sticky and still works. If you're looking to slick back your hair or slick back for a specific, there's an airplane behind me, or like slick your hair back for like a Germany cosplay or something like that, I would strongly recommend this product. Because it is easy to find, it is cheap, and it's a good product. Okay, moving on. Another thing by LA Looks, but probably a bit more cheaper, is liquid glue. This has also found its way into our 2D wig, and also our noodle wig at one point. And all my dogs decided to come outside. Sorry, guys. But, yeah, liquid glue. This found its way into two of our wigs, and I actually like how it works. I like Gotta Be Glued a lot better, but this works pretty well. So if you're a beginner, I would recommend this because it does wash out pretty good. Alrighty. Next one is actually a hairspray. We've been doing all gels. This is a hairspray, Aquanet. Now, this one you could probably find at your local Sally's. It is a little bit harder to find, I think. But then again, I really don't go looking for products. My stepmom just gives them to me. And so this is Aquanet. I use this on my own hair, and I gotta say I do like it. It is a very light hold, but it is kind of powerful. So I would recommend using this if like you need like something to be held in your wig, like a curl or something like that, not like big styles like spikes. But this is a great product to use on wigs. It does hold silicone hair very well. Alrighty. I probably should have done this one at the very beginning because this is very cheap, but we were talking about gels. This is a detangling spray. And it's by Suave. You can obviously find it in like the kids section. This is phenomenal. When I was a kid, this is what I would use to get like the knots out of my hair, and of course it didn't work. But when I used it on my wigs to brush them out, it works fantastic. It's probably one of the best things you can get for your wigs. It's definitely something to have on hand. It just makes it so much easier to brush them out. Great product. You can find this just about anywhere. I'm not sure what the prices are, but it is cheap from what I remember, and it's just a great product to have, especially if you have to brush out your wigs. So, moving on to our, like, more expensive products. There's only 4 guys, don't worry. I'm not gonna, like, bust out, like, some life-saving product. Okay, so, this one... Actually, 3 products by Gotta Be Glued are in here. This one, Gotta Be Glued Styletini After Hours. And originally, my stepmom gave this to me for my own hair because I used to curl it a lot. But I did start using it on some of my wigs, particularly the noodle wig, and it holds fantastically. Fantastically. Is that even a word? Not the point. It does hold really well, and I would strongly recommend using this. It's a little less expensive. Ooh, 99 cents. It was on sale at Bailey's. It is a little less expensive than the glued product. That is literally what it's called, guys. I'm not making this stuff up. It's a little less expensive. It has a little less of a hold. I don't know if it does come in a gel or not, but this is a good product to have with you. This is actually the first bottle I've ever used to style any of my wigs. Okay, so I'm going to save these two because they are a little more expensive. Aussie's Instant Freeze also works really well. It can get quite sticky. It like leaves a little bit of residue, and after a while it makes your wigs look brittle. But if you use it like lightly, maybe to hold up like one curl if you're doing like an Italy cosplay or something like that, this does work great. Okay, so our last 2 products are both Gotta Be Glued, and they're probably in the more expensive range. So this one is Gotta Be Glued Blasting Freeze Spray. And I actually found out about this through Crazer Spoon from Ditchy and it turns out my stepmom had a bottle, and I freaked out. This also comes in a gel, and we originally used this to style our 2D and noodle wigs. And this one, by far, is my favorite product to use on my wigs. And I actually used so much of it that I went through like 3 cans in a day. And the only problem I have with it is, especially if you're using the gel, I think this is more of a problem if you're using the gel, is it does get very sticky, and then like the rest of the fibers start sticking to your hands, and it's just a mess. So if you're using this, do have like wipes or a towel nearby to wipe off your hands in between spikes or curls, because this stuff gets crazy, but it does hold well, and it does hold for a long time. Alright, the last one here, I probably should have showed you before I showed you the Gotta Be Glued, is Fantastic. And this one, it is a thickening hairspray, so if you have thin wigs, use this. It doesn't thicken the hair, but it does help the like hair stick together, and so you'll see a little less of the net. It is a great product. We used this on the 2D wig as well for that short period of time where it actually worked out. A lot of these products you can get from Sally's, and I try to keep them in the cheap range because these things can get very expensive. But here's just like a look at some of the products that we use for our wigs. Hopefully I'll be getting my 2D wig soon, and I will be showing you guys how we styled that. And sooner or later we are going to be working on a wig tutorial, not wig tutorial, but like a wig vlog, I guess, where we like show you like the different wigs and like which ones work best for like beginner cosplayers. So I hope this video helped you guys out a little bit. Kind of showed you some of the products that we use, and yeah, have a great day, guys.